Join Anderson Coach and Travel for a beautiful journey to Canada's Maritime provinces. A delightful 14-day tour filled with great charm, history galore, ocean views, and scenic woodlands.
Our first stop is for lunch at Plainville Farm, a family-owned business that has been in existence since 1835 as the largest growers of turkeys in New England. We now move on to tour beautiful Montreal, the second largest French-speaking city in the world. During the guided tour, we will stop at the exquisite Notre Dame Cathedral, where Celine Dion was married. We will then head to the capital of Quebec Province, Quebec City, known as the cradle of civilization. As we cross over into New Brunswick, we will see the Heartland Bridge. It's the world's longest covered bridge at almost 1,300 feet in length that was built in 1901. At Hopewell Rocks, we will time our visit to actually go out and walk to the rocks on the ocean floor. This area is affected by the tides from the Bay of Fundy, which have the highest tides in the world. We will leave New Brunswick by way of the Confederation Bridge, which gets its name from when all of the provinces of Canada gathered together. Opened in 1997, this 9-mile-long bridge connects New Brunswick with Prince Edward Island. While in Prince Edward Island, we will enjoy a guided tour of the charming Anne of Green Gables house. This house was the grandparents' home of Lucy Maud Montgomery, the author of Anne of Green Gables. It was the setting for all of her stories. That evening, we will enjoy a wonderful buffet including lobster, salads, and other dishes. Then we will see a production of Legend of the Dumbbells. This is the story of a musical comedy troupe during World War I. It includes many wonderful wartime songs. Charming Cheticamp Village is where we overnight before we start on the Cabot Trail. The Cabot Trail, which is one of the most scenic trails in the world, is truly breathtaking. We will overnight at Port Hawkesbury near the area of the Canso Causeway, which connects Nova Scotia to Cape Breton, the little island off of Nova Scotia. This charming seaside village is home to only about 50 people year-round. The lighthouse was built in 1868, and it's responsible for bringing many visitors to Peggy's Cove. According to legend, Peggy's Cove was named after the only survivor of a schooner that ran aground and sank in 1880, a woman named Peggy. This quaint seaside village is home to only about 50 people year-round. This is the only lighthouse to feature a Canadian post office. The village actually has its own stamp cancellation. You may walk out along the rocks, but be very careful. We stay in Halifax for 2 nights, where we'll enjoy a guided tour of this fascinating city. Here, we will also see the final resting place for those who did not survive the Titanic, including the headstone of J. Dawson,